Dear students, now we are in the chapter System of Circles. In the chapter System of Circles, we have discussed in previous class exercise 2A concepts. Exercise 2A concepts. Now let us going to discuss about the theory of exercise 2B concept. So before going to discuss the theory, we should know the definition of a radical axis. The definition of radical axis. Radical axis. Radical axis of two circles. Radical axis of two circles can be defined as a point of locus whose a point of locus, I mean it's a locus of set of points whose powers of points with respect to two circles are equal. Radical axis of two circles can be defined as the point of locus whose powers of points with respect to two circles are equal. That means, example, if we draw a circle like this and we draw another circle that is intersecting circle. If we draw a line, let this is S is equal to 0 and this circle is S dash is equal to 0. If we draw a line like this is the set of points L is equal to 0. The L is equal to 0 is inside of the circle S equal to 0 and the same L equal to 0 is also inside of the S dash equal to 0. So set of points, all points lie inside of a circle and also inside of second circle. So such that what happened, the power of the point, not only one point, so many points, power of set of points became inside, so S11 less than 0. If the power, next condition, if the point is on the circle for this S is equal to 0 and this S dash is equal to 0, here the power formula in exercise 1B constant we have learned S11 equal to 0. If the set of points are outside of the circle, here this is outside of circle and for this circle also the set of points are outside, then what is happening? Radical axis of two circles can be defined as a point of locus whose powers of points with respect to two circles are equal. So it is meant by whether the locus is inside of a circle, it is inside of other circle, whether the locus is on the first circle and the locus is on the second circle. In this case, this is the external. Here, power formula S11 greater than 0 for both of the circles. This is the definition of radical axis. Let us going to discuss about the equation of radical axis and procedure of radical axis. So what is radical axis? Whether it is a line or a curve or anything like that, we can get the equation of radical axis. Now, case 1 I am writing. Case 1, if two circles are, so let us discuss about the equation of radical axis, that we can discuss case 1, case 2, case 3. Let S is equal to 0. Let S is equal to 0 is the circle, x square plus y square plus 2 3x plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. And this is first equation, and in next step you write s dash is equal to 0 is x square plus y dash a square plus 2c dash x plus 2f dash y plus c dash equal to 0. This is second equation. Don't get confused that there is no x dash square and y dash square, because x comma y is the locus point. Whenever I said the concept of circles and proof, I said that Cp is equal to R concept P alpha comma beta h comma k s C sorry P x comma y by any point in C h comma k alpha beta. The formula of circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square plus r square. So no need to confuse about it is x dash or x1. X square y square will not be changed. But the variables these are g. This is the center. Center may be changed, but x square y square will not be changed because it is a locus. X square y square. Now s minus s dash you can do. So x square y square will be getting cancelled. Here 2x you can take common, z minus g dash plus here 2y you can take common, becomes f minus f dash plus c minus c dash is equal to 0. Now we can understand this one as this is of the form. This is of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 concept. Ax plus b plus c equal to 0 concept. Therefore, radical axis is a straight line. Whenever powers of points with respect to two circles are equal, we can calculate using first circle and second circle. First circle minus second circle gives the locus. Radical axis is a straight line. That's all. Radical axis is straight line. Let us going to discuss x bar. This is a circle and this is another circle. Now we conclude that radical axis is the locus of point whose powers of points with respect to two circles are equal. Here you put C1 that is equal to minus g comma minus f, and here you put C2 minus g dash comma minus f dash. Line joining centers C1 C2. C1 C2 bar is called as line joining centers. Line joining centers. Now let us going to discuss about the slope of C1 C2. Slope of C1 C2 into slope of radical axis. Slope of RA. Hereafter I mentioned this is as RA. RA means radical axis. Now let us going to discuss about the slope formula. Here minus f dash plus f by minus g dash plus g into, try to understand, this is the equation of radical axis. This is the equation of radical axis. Slope we can calculate by coefficient of minus x by coefficient of minus y. So you write here g minus g dash by minus of g minus g dash by f minus f dash. Now it becomes, take here common as f minus f dash by g minus g dash into minus you take common, it becomes g minus g dash by f minus f dash. G minus g dash f minus f dash will be getting cancelled. Here product of slopes we got as minus 1. Therefore we can conclude that radical axis and line joining centers are always perpendicular. Radical axis and line joining centers. Radical axis and line joining centers are always perpendicular. It is a theory. Radical axis and line joining centers is always perpendicular. This is the theory of radical axis and line joining centers. Now let us going to discuss about the equation. Equation we have completed. Types of radical axis and the names and positions of circles and radical axis. Types of radical axis. Types of radical axis. Axis AX. Types of radical axis. First one, if two circles intersects. If two circles are intersecting circles. If two circles are intersecting circles. Whenever two circles are intersecting circles, draw like this. This is S is equal to 0 and this is S dash equal to 0. This is the radical. We said that the locus of points with respect to two circles are equal. So, radical axis is common chord. Radical axis is common chord. Radical axis is common chord. Whenever radical axis is a line, whether it is common chord or straight line or any, it is a tangent, it is denoted by L equal to 0. Next, the second case, if two circles touch each other. If two circles touch each other. If two circles touch each other, then touch each other externally or internally, but the circle should not be concentric. Touch each other, then radical axis is a common tangent. Radical axis is a common tangent. In four polar discussion, I said that whether the circles are, if P is a point on the circle, then polar is nothing but a tangent. In the same way, we can discuss here if two circles are touch each other. The position of point with respect to two circles are equal as common tangent, like this. But here note is that observe that the point that two circles should not be concentric. I will say that rule also. Third one, if one circle lie outside of the other, if one circle lie outside of the other, then radical axis is a straight line. Radical axis is a straight line exists between the two circles. Is a straight line between the two circles. Draw like this. Powers of point should, with respect to two circles, should be equal. So in this case here, this is a line L equal to 0 is outside of first circle, S is equal to 0. And this is a left hand side of the second circle, S is equal to 0. Notation of two circles is general notation here after S is equal to 0 and S dash is equal to 0. If the two circles, one circle lie outside of the other, then the radical axis is the a straight line, simply stated. There is no name, it is whether that is common chord or common tangent. It is a simply straight line which is between the two circles. Now, let us discuss about the radical center. Before going to discuss the radical center, we should observe the one point you write as it is a note. Note, or fourth point you can write. Radical axis does not exist. Radical axis does not exist for concentric circles. Because draw the circle like this. Radical axis meaning the powers of points, the locus of a point or set of points in the plane of circle whose powers of points with respect to two circles are equal. If we draw a line like this, let the line is L equal to 0, this is the circle S equal to 0 and this is the circle S dash equal to 0. What is happening? This L equal to 0 is a tangent. L equal to 0 is a tangent of S dash equal to 0. Tangent of S dash equal to 0. But for the first circle it is simply inside of the circle, that's all. For first case inside and second case tangent. For first circle outside, for second circle inside, like that we should not get, we never get. That is the contradiction of the given state. If you draw like this, these are the example, this is not radical axis. Here L is equal to 0 is not RA. It is not radical axis because the powers of points with respect to two circles are not equal. Draw another circle like this, another example I am saying. Draw like this. Now what is happening? This L is equal to 0 is inside of the circle S is equal to 0 and this L is equal to 0 is outside of the circle S is equal to 0. So what is happening? The powers of points with respect to two circles are not equal. Whenever the powers of points with respect to two circles are not equal, it is not at all radical axis. So radical axis does not exist for concentric circles. It is an important objective point. Remember this. Now let us going to discuss about radical center. Radical center. The point of concurrence of three radical axes of three circles is called as radical center. The point of concurrence. The point of concurrence. The point of concurrence of three radical axes. Point of concurrence of three radical axes with respect to three circles. With respect to three circles is called as radical center. Is called as radical center. Let us draw the diagram like this. Put this is S is equal to 0 and this is S dash is equal to 0 and this is S double dash equal to 0. This is the line L1 equal to 0. This is the line L1 equal to 0, which is the radical axis of S equal to 0 and S dash equal to 0. This is the line L2 is equal to 0, which is the radical axis of S dash equal to 0 and S double dash equal to 0. This is the line L3 equal to 0, which is the radical of axis of S dash equal to 0 and S double dash equal to 0. This is the radical center. This is called as the point of concurrence of three radical axes with respect to three circles is called as radical center. Definition also important for 2 marks. This is the radical center. How to find out the radical center? First he used to give the circle equation, three equations of circle he used to give. Whenever he given the three equations of radical, three equations of circles, then first of all you should calculate the radical center of 1 and 2. That means S minus S dash equal to 0. And second we should calculate the radical axis of 2 and 3. Then you will be getting two equations. Enough. There is no need to calculate third equation. Whenever two equations are there, we can solve the two equations by YCX method. Then we will be getting the radical center. If the question given an objective, then you can understand that whenever S minus S dash equal to 0, you will be getting L1 equal to 0. By verification of option, absolutely we can verify the option. The point should lie on the line. If not possible, if there exist two options or three options, then another equation also is solved. Another equation also you solve like this: s minus s dash minus s double dash equal to 0. Then you will be reading another line L2 equal to 0 and verify the option for L2 also. There is no need to solve. Absolutely 100% it is enough for MSET. So directly you can verify the options in MSET model. Depends upon this radical center. Now I am going to discuss a theory with you, that equation of circle. Equation of circle which is orthogonal to. Equation of circle which is orthogonal to these three circles. Which is orthogonal to these three circles. Equation of circle which is orthogonal to these three circles means, example this one. So to calculate the equation of circle orthogonal to given three circles, let this is s is equal to 0 and this is s dash is equal to 0 and this is s double dash is equal to 0. To calculate L1 equal to 0 is the radical axis using s equal to 0 and s dash equal to 0. I mean s minus s dash equal to 0. And this one also you can calculate L2 equal to 0 and this one also you can calculate L3 equal to 0. So this is the radical center. Draw like this. This is the circle which is orthogonal to three circles. You can understand the concept of length of tangent from the radical axis. This is the orthogonal circle. This is the orthogonal circle to all the three circles. So whatever the center we need, whatever the center we required for the three circles which are orthogonal to the three circles, whatever the center we need, it is the fourth circle. Maybe it is s double dash or s triple dash equal to 0. This circle we required, the required equation of circle is this one. Then you can understand here, this is nothing but the center of the radical center. Radical center is nothing but the center of the fourth circle. Then what is the radius? We know that the center and radius to calculate the equation of circle. What is the center and radius? If center h comma k we know, then r also we require to get the equation of circle in the form of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. So hk we know. What is r? Try to understand here. We know that the from center to any point on the circle is called as radius. Draw like this. Draw like this. This is r. Draw like this is. I am discussing about not this one, student. This one. For this one, put here p. Put here q, put here r, here also you can put. What is happening? This is a C. CP is equal to CQ is equal to CP is equal to CQ is equal to CR is equal to radius of required circle. Radius of required circle. Radius of required circle is the CP, CQ, CR. So what is happening here? What is CP? What is CQ? What is CR? CP is the length of tangent from the radical center to first circle, and CQ is the length of tangent from radical axis to second circle, and CR is the radical axis length of tangent from radical center to third circle. So here you can write CP is equal to CQ is equal to CR. CP is equal to CQ is equal to CR is equal to radius of required circle is equal to, already had written, radius of required circle. R is equal to length of tangent from radical center to any circle. Length of tangent from radical center to any of the circle. There is no question of first circle or second circle or third circle, because radii are equal to the circle. We can get the radical center. Length of tangent from radical center to any circle, it is nothing but radius. By using the formula here, c is equal to h comma k, and here this is r, you can write the equation of required circle as x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square is the required equation of circle. This is the theory of the that depends upon the radical center. This is only the exercise 2b concept. Now let us going to discuss about sums. Exercise 2a finished. We have discussed the theory. Let us say the example 2, page number 90. Example 2, page number 90. Students, I left the exercise 2a depends upon these model sums. I said that easy method is there in exercise 2b. That is why I am leaving in exercise 2a. In exercise 2b, second Roman is there. In exercise 2b, second Roman, third Roman, sixth, 4 sums are there. So all sums are depends upon this concept only. We can do using this method. But no need to do in the exercise to a tough method. That is why left there. But the questions are the same and answer also same. To find the radical axis, students, you should observe that thing that example 2, page number 90, I am discussing with you now. Example 2, page number 90. Find the radical axis of. Find the radical axis. Find the radical axis of circles. Find the radical axis of circles. 2x square plus 2y square plus 3x plus 6y plus 5 equal to 0. This is minus 5. And 3x square plus 3y square minus 7x plus 8y minus 11 equal to 0. We should calculate the radical axis of two circles. Whenever the circle is given not in the standard form, we should get the equation into standard form. So what is standard form? We should get the equation of coef of x square, coef of y square, same, that is 1. So given circles, yes, you write. You should standardize, don't forget. If you forget or simply you have to take s minus s dash, you will not be getting a line. It is absolutely wrong. The 2 marks question is important there. He will be giving in question paper like this only. You should standardize, that is your responsibility. Don't forget hereafter. X square plus y square plus 3 by 2x plus 3 by minus 5 by 2 equal to 0. And s dash you write as x square plus y square minus 7 by 3x plus 8 by 3 by minus 11 by 3 equal to 0. Now the formula of radical axis. Radical axis is a straight line formula. L is equal to s minus s dash equal to 0. You pronounce the letter and do the sum. Minus is there, get cancelled, it becomes a plus, and this is minus and this is plus. We can write like this: 3 by 2x plus 7 by 3x, 3 by 2x plus 7 by 3x plus 3 by minus 8 by 3. This is minus 8 by 3 by, we can write here plus 11 by 3 minus 5 by 2 equal to 0. By taking LCM for all the terms 6x, you can take here, it becomes 3 3 are 9x plus this is 14x plus 3 3 are 9 by minus 8 by plus here 2 into 11 22 minus 15 equal to 0. Therefore, you can write as a radical axis. Radical axis is equal to 23x plus y minus 7 equal to 0. This is the radical axis of two circles. In exams, there is a chance to give the find the radical axis in this model only, because whenever you give an experiment basically simply every student can do. But the question is in logical thinking method. We used to give like this only, but you should know the standardization is required, standardization is needed. Now let us discuss about the radical center model also. Let us going to discuss radical center model. In exercise is there and examples also there. The common tangent radical center. Okay, in page number 99, Roman number 2, fourth, second I am discussing with you, because standardization is required in that sum also. That I say remaining radical center model. Exercise 2B, Roman number 2, fourth one. This is Roman number 2, fourth one, second question, 4 marks INP question. Find the radical center. Find the radical center of the circles. Of the circles, x square plus y square plus 4x minus 7 equal to 0, comma 2x square plus 2y square plus 3x plus 5y minus 9 equal to 0, comma x square plus y square plus y equal to 0 simply. Let us discuss about the, this is the concept. This is the drawing. This is the required center. Given I am writing given circles. Yes, you write the first one. X square plus y square plus 4x minus 7 equal to 0. Next, s dash write with standardization. Standardization is required here. X square plus y square plus 3 by 2x plus 5 by 2y minus 9 by 2 equal to 0. Here you write RA. RA means radical axis. RA of s comma s dash is right here L1 minus if you are cancel here 4x minus 3 by 2 in x I am writing 4x minus 3 by 2x. Directly you can write minus 5 by 2. This becomes plus and plus 9 by 2 minus 7 equal to 0. By taking LCM, we can get here 2 4 8 minus 3x. This is 5x and this is 5y plus this is 9 minus 2 7 14. It becomes minus 5 equal to 0. So L1 equal to divide by 5 we get like this x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. Now you can write radical axis of s gamma s double dash. Radical axis of s gamma s double dash. Students, we can do s double dash and s also, but no need standardization here. Simply this minus this we can get. So you can write this one as x square plus y square. If you do in this method also s dash minus s double dash also, you can get the answer properly. But this is better way I am discussing with you. X square plus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. And next step you write the third circle as x square plus y square plus simply y equal to 0. Draw this is right here RA. RA means radical axis. RA of s gamma s double dash is write the name as L2. Minus and minus will be getting cancelled here. You can write 4x minus y minus 7 equal to 0. Now solving L1 comma L2 will get Solving L1 comma L2, we get minus 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, here minus 1, minus 7, 4, minus 1. This is for x, this is for y, this is for 1. X by 7 minus 1, it is 6. And y by minus 4 plus 7, it is 3. 1 by minus 1 plus 4, it is 3. Therefore, 6 by 3 comma 3 by 3, you can get here radical center is equal to 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1. Yeah, here it is verified and it is also verified. Radical center concept we have discussed, students. Okay, depends upon 2 marks sums, 4 marks sums complete, 2 marks sums just theory we discussed. I am giving homework to you that exercise 2b. Try to understand that radical axis is nothing but a common chord for intersecting circles, and radical axis is nothing but common tangent of touching circles, and radical axis is common. Simply it is a straight line whenever the two lines are intersecting. So I am giving the work to you, exercise 2b, homework I am writing here. Homework, exercise 2b, Roman number 1 and 2 full. Next, Roman number 2. Find the equation of common tangent that I will say later. Roman number 2, 4, that is homework. And Roman number 3, 2, it is homework. That's all. Let us going to discuss about examples. Example 1, page 90. Example 1, page 90 is homework. And example 2.2.9. 2.2.9, page 92. This is homework. That's all. We can discuss later about the next topic. Okay, students.